Let's just run down the facts. Natalie Weiss is an amazing singer and can sing her face off. She's a wonderful and efficient teacher, which matters in New York City when time is of the essence. Coming from a classical opera-based background, the fact that I can now is fascinating. She's an incredible musician and she's got a super freaky ear. She can really hear everything, all the little nooks and crannies. Great pianist. So hard to find a voice teacher who can play. Hello. Double whammy. So if you want to have some new discoveries in a safe and fun, comfy environment, I would say Natalie is a go-to. I mean, duh.
I love studying with Natalie. I've made progress in a stupid amount of time, just so fast. She has made me see the potential in my voice to sing in ways that I really didn't believe that I would or could. I can hear the difference in my voice just from the beginning of the lesson to the end of the lesson, and just as the days have gone by, incrementally been able to find that more easily, the placement that we find in lessons, and I'm starting to anticipate what she would say when I'm practicing and I hear it myself. So that's when you know if you can take the technique and use it on your own, then your teacher is really doing a good job of creating a lifelong technique and not just something that's happening in lessons and then not anytime else. She's also hilarious and just makes lessons fun, and I am way too serious about my voice. So the fact that she's able to just make me laugh and keep the room light is so important.
Working with Natalie is so much fun. She makes coachings casual and not stressful. She has such a great ear and she's very specific and detail oriented, which is awesome. She also is not afraid to break down a riff when necessary. She's also like so knowledgeable about everything, especially riffs. You'll be like, oh, do you know that one riff? She's like, oh, you mean the oh, and you're like, that's the one. And she loves teaching. You can really tell that she's really passionate about making sure that you're singing healthy and singing the best that you can.
My favorite part about working with Natalie, the main things are that it's simplified. It just feels very clear about what to do. It's not confusing. That it's fun. It's not judgmental. I can make these ridiculous sounds because I'm trying to develop this higher register, and she's like very comfortable and there's no judgment, and I love that about her. I've just been able to make steps that I've never made before with teachers.
I like taking lessons from Natalie because she is just one of the most encouraging people you will ever meet. Whenever you are having a bad day or your voice just doesn't sound right, she is more than willing to hear your horrible sounds along with your really good sounds. Whenever they are amazing, she will slam really hard on the piano or be like, oh my gosh, or something like that. That'll just make you laugh and feel great about yourself. But she will push you. She will make sure that you are at your best, and that's what makes her such a great teacher. It's not just about where you are now, but where you could be. And she sees that in all of her students. She's wanting you to be the best you that you can possibly be, and that is just something that is irreplaceable in a teacher.
One of the best things I've gotten out of working with Natalie is her ear. She has one of the craziest and most in-tune ears I've ever heard or seen. It's given me the ability to be able to, even when she's not there, sort of hear things that I wasn't able to hear before, and hear slight differences in tone and differences in placement, and hear if I'm not entirely on center of the pitch. And so that's been super helpful.
I have followed Natalie for so many years. So before my first lesson, I was pretty intimidated to sing for her. But the minute she opened her door, she was just so warm and welcoming and friendly, and she just made me feel so comfortable. Natalie tailors all of her vocal warm-ups to work on your complete instrument. So within these 7 months of working with her, my head voice has strengthened and my mix has gotten so much stronger. It's just so exciting to see the progress that I've made with Natalie. Natalie is not only an amazing vocal coach, but she is also an amazing acting coach. She helps you create a journey through the song and know who you're talking to and really find who you are as the character. What I love so much about Natalie is that she creates such a judgment-free space where you're not embarrassed if you mess up and you just feel free to try new things.
I love taking lessons with Natalie because she has such a genuine spirit, which really helps create an environment where you feel comfortable cracking, messing up, failing, which is so important because in voice lessons we make so many weird sounds so that you can get to the good ones, and sometimes you just have to laugh. So she's really good at creating a very playful environment. She also just has this insane knowledge of the voice, and she's very good at communicating how to help the instrument that's unique to you. And most of the time, I leave with my mind being a little bit blown, and sometimes she teaches you a new riff, and you leave feeling so cool.
Recently, I was given some callback material that made me a little bit nervous because I saw at the end I had to riff, which I'm not comfortable doing, and I also saw that there's a high note that I had to hit that I was nervous about. So I had a friend refer me to Natalie, and I have to say she is amazing. After spending 45 minutes with her, I feel like I can actually tackle some of these things that I've never been able to do in my whole life. And I felt like she really changed my voice for the better and in a healthy way. And it's great because she is also an actress, so she's very relatable in her lessons. She understands where I'm coming from, where my nerves are coming from, and the callback went great.
What to say about Natalie? She really helped me with my confidence, because as someone that started taking lessons because I didn't really have confidence in my vocal ability, she has a great way of making me feel like I can technically hone this craft that much so my nerves won't overpower my performance. She's very nurturing, she's very encouraging, she's very supportive, she's funny, she will tell you the truth about everything if you're on pitch, off pitch, if you could sing something more tastefully. She gives you great other choices. She's really honest, which is really refreshing because that's what you need to improve and get better.
So I've been taking lessons with Natalie for a few months now. She's awesome. She's the greatest voice teacher. I already have seen so many improvements in the way I sound and my technique. People notice it and people say like, wow, you've improved a lot. Like, you've drastically improved within these past few months. And I'm like, thanks, Nat. The first day I took a lesson with her, I left and I was like, wow, that was really good. Like, I definitely want to go back, and now I go all the time and I really just enjoy it so much. Initially, I was nervous. I was like, oh my God, like, what if I screw up during the lesson? Like, what if I sound bad? But like, she really won't criticize you for your voice. She will criticize you though if you have unpainted nails or if the nails are chipped. She loves that too. Last lesson, she pointed out a stain in my shirt. You don't think that people will notice it, but Natalie will. When you go, just wear a clean shirt and paint your nails.